Florida's anti-lockdown agenda sure seems to have paid off. More than 600,000 new businesses opened in the Sunshine State last year, and that's more than twice the amount reported in blue state New York.
Wow. Fox News contributor Lara Trump, who moved her family to Florida, she's one of the ones that left. She is here to react. Good morning to you, Lara.
Good morning, guys. Great to be with you.
Well, it's so good to have you. This affects the tax base. This affects congressional seats as well. What's your reaction to this?
Yeah, you know, I lived in New York for about 14 years, and I've actually spent quite a bit of time this summer back in New York, and it's really amazing when I walk around and go to the places that used to be part of my everyday routine, coffee shops, gyms, restaurants. A lot of them are closed. They're never reopening post-pandemic in New York. And, you know, Ainsley, you just referenced this. We know that people during the COVID pandemic left blue states in search of red states, so much so that New York and California lost congressional seats. Florida and Texas actually gained congressional seats. But turns out businesses did the same thing. Onerous lockdowns and mandates are not good to help businesses flourish, but allowing people the freedom to make their own decisions about themselves, about their businesses, turns out to be the way to go. It doesn't hurt that you have states like Florida that have a much better tax situation and fewer regulations than a lot of Democrat-run states. That also was a very welcoming thing, I think, to small businesses and entrepreneurs. And obviously, we see what a big change this has made across the board. I live in Palm Beach County, and I can tell you it's a very different story. It's almost the opposite of what I've seen in New York. I've seen restaurants opening, things happening at a rapid pace. Things are being built down there at I think, a record pace right now. And I assume it's because it's a much more welcoming environment for businesses. The funny thing is, some people apparently didn't get the memo in these blue states because you still have places in California that are putting back in place these ridiculous mask mandates, making it even harder for businesses that have had to suffer through the pandemic to get back on their feet. It's crazy to see, but I assume it's just going to mean more people are going to leave blue states for red states as we go forward.
They're in California. They're opening up drugs. They're opening up open drug areas. So it was a disaster in San Francisco. So let's try it in Los Angeles. Talk about growth. Here's the numbers. New York is down 365,336. Florida's up 242,941. I'll add to that. New York lost 120,000 kids from their enrollment in the school system. So they're out of here, or the ones that aren't have said they're bailing on the public school system because they know how woke it is.
Yeah, well, no parent wants to put their kid in a school where they don't actually feel like they're doing things in the school that are going to benefit the child in the future. Instead, as you said, Brian, it's this woke agenda that we've seen across the board, especially in schools in New York. How long did it take for Mayor Eric Adams to rescind the mask mandate for really young kids? It was absolute insanity to see. And so I did this. My husband and I moved our kids and our family down to Florida because we wanted them to get a great education, and we didn't want any of the woke nonsense. A lot of people followed suit.
Talk is cheap. These numbers are people voting with their feet. You brought up the memo. Laura, I wonder if the memo will be received by politicians in states like New York and California.
Well, you know, unfortunately, I don't know that they've gotten that memo. I think that they're still doubling down on insane policies that nobody wants. I think you're going to see people leave blue states further and go to red states. I'll tell you, all of my friends in New York want to know, how is it in Florida? I'll tell you right now, it's pretty good. So I'm going to welcome people down, but only if you got the right politics, only if you're voting the right way. Don't bring the blue policies down here.
Well, we're both from the Carolinas, and you're like me. You came up here for a dream, your dream job, and you met your husband up here. It's a great, wonderful city, but these politicians are ruining our city. Crime is rampant, taxes are high, and it breaks our heart. But maybe we'll all end up like you did and go into Florida one day. Thank you so much, Laura, for coming on.
Come on down.
I'm glad you're happy.
Guys.
By the way, Governor Sanders with an announcement today. He says it's going to make liberal heads explode.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Sure. We'll see how that goes.
10 Eastern.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.